Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am sharing with you the Economic Law Case Study Index and the Economic Law Case Study compilation. I know I am little late in sharing these resources, but this is not going to hamper your studies because this index is something that you don't have to learn. You just have to understand this concept and how to use this in the exam. So once you solve 2 to 3 case studies using this index, you got a good grip over it and you can easily use it in the exam. So without wasting time, let's start this video. So this video will have two parts. The first part is where I am going to tell you how to use this index and why this index is useful. And the second part is I am going to show you how to solve the recent May 22 exam paper using the May 22 exam index that I have shared with students of the May 22. So these are the two parts of the paper this video, and let's start. So the first part is why this index is useful and how to use this index. Why this index is useful. So if you see the recent trend of the ICAI exams for the economic law paper, you find that ICAI is repeating case studies in the economic law. For example, in the recent May 22 exams, question number 4 and question number 5 was repeated from the past year paper, and also other exams. So the last four attempts in the December 21 question number 2, 3 and 5 was repeated. In July 21 question number 3 was repeated. In Jan 21 question 5 and in November 20 question number 2. So this is the data of the last 5 attempts, and in all those attempts the case studies are getting repeated. And if you able to find from where the case study has been repeated, then you just have to do the copy paste and you will get the full numbers in that case study. So this index will help you to identify from which case study has been repeated in your exam and from where it has been repeated. So this is the whole and sole purpose of this index. The difficulty student face is that the ICAI has already released 200 plus case studies. So even if you solve all those case study once before exam, which is very difficult for every student, even then it will be very difficult for you to recall in the 4 hours of the exam to identify which case study has been repeated and from where it has been repeated. And that's why I have prepared this index, and a lots of students are using this index and they found it very really helpful. So this is the reason that why this index is useful. Now moving to how to use this index. So using this index is very simple. What you have to do, that you have to carry this index plus the case study compilation that I am going to share, and you can find all these resources, this economic law case study index and the compilation and the other resources that you have to carry for your exam on my Telegram channel. You can find the link in my description box, where you can find the link of the Telegram channel plus the Google form. So there you can find all the resources. Now moving to how to use this index. So you have to carry the index plus the compilation, and in the 15 minutes of the exam, when you got your exam paper, you just open the exam paper, move to the question, any of the question which you want to start, skip the MCQ part and go to the descriptive question. Now, once you come to the descriptive question, read the descriptive question and try to understand from which act that question came from. For example, it may be from Competition Act, it may be from RERA, it may be from IBC, PAMLA, FAMA, it can be from any of these acts. Once you identify, then just go to this index. So for example, if the question that you read is from the RERA Act, then come to this index, read that the RERA questions are from page number 7 to 10. Just quickly move to the page number 7 to 10. So this is the page number 7. Now what this page contains? So this contains all the questions that ICAI has ever asked from the RERA chapter, and all those questions are sorted from A to Z. A to Z sort means the first question start with A, and if you move down, then you will see them in the alphabetical order. So then it comes with B, then C, then D, and it ends with the last words of the alphabet series, that is the W. And okay, yeah. So this is the last word which is there. So in this way, you will just have to match that question word by word here. And if you find an exact match, then what you have to do, like for example, this is the exact match of your question in your exam. Just read this source. So what this source mean? It says essay.n19.cs5 that dot question 5.6. This means suggested answer November 19 case study 5 question 5.6. The question has been repeated. Now how to know what is the meaning of the abbreviation? To know the meaning of the abbreviation, just go to the page number 2. This page number 2 contains all the abbreviations, like that essay.m21 means suggested answer May 21, mtp.d21 means mtp December 21, and this is the page number from where they are been placed on the compilation. So the two things I am sharing, this index and the case study compilation. So this is the index of the case study compilation, where you can find this, where this has been placed. So once you identify that which case study repeated, which question has been repeated, you just move to the relevant source and do the copy paste, and you get the full marks for that question. So this is the way you have to use this index. And now we will move to the next part. The next part is I'm going to tell you how we can solve the May 22 exam paper using the May 22 exam index. Now let's start the second part, that is we are going to solve the May 22 paper using this index. So this is the May 22 paper that I have downloaded from the website. The strategy to solve the economic law paper. So first you have to understand the pattern of the paper. So there will be 5 questions, the 5 case study in the economic law paper. Each will be of 25 marks, and you will have to attempt only of the 4 case studies. So you will have 4 case studies, you will have 4 hours in the exams. Just try to complete each case study in every hour so that you can complete the paper on time, and don't waste too much time in searching and just writing word to word for the answer. Because sometimes when you do exact copy paste, it involves lots of time, and you invested more time in a question and you don't get time for the other questions. So do remember that time management is very, very important in the elective paper. So let's start. So this is the first paper. So this is the paper I have. So generally what is my strategy is I always start with the last question. So I will just move to the last question. So this is the question number fifth. Once I got the paper, I will just quickly go to the questions, descriptive questions. I won't go to the MCQs and the case study. I won't read the case study. I won't read the MCQs. So this is the case study number five. Yeah, this is the case study 5. I'm not going to read this case study. I'm not going to read this MCQs. I will quickly start with the descriptive questions. I will start in the reverse order. So this is the first question I can see. This is the 5 point question number 5.7. I am going to read this question. This says explain the following in light of provision of the Real Estate Regulation and Development Act 2018. It clearly says that it is from RERA. What I have to do is I will go to my index. I will go to this part, and I see the RERA is from page number 7 to 10. I will quickly move to the page number 7. This is the page number 7. Now I'm going to try to find that question by word by word. So I will try to read explain the following. Now I will search for the word explain. The word E will come after A, C, E, and here I can see the word examine come. I will have to look for the word explain. This is the word explain I got, and there is only one word. So it says explain the following in light of provision of real estate. Again I go to here. I will try to match the word by word. So it seems that word by word it is matching with the suggested answer November 18 case study 2 question number 2.12. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to open this from my case study compilation. I will open the question. I will try to see if there is similarity or not. If there is similarity, then I will just do the copy paste. Now I will move to the second question. So this the second part of the 5.7, it says can home buyer commence proceedings. So I have read the first 4 words. Now I going to the index. Now I will search for the word can. So I will quickly search for the word can. I can find only one can word. So this is exactly not matching. So I will skip this question. Now I will move to the next part. It says Mr. Bhakt has approached you. Now I'm going again to this index. I will search for the word am. It is in the alphabetical order. So I will search for it. And now I can see the word am. Mr. Bhakt has approached you. So here I can see that these are exactly matching with my question here. Due to come advice given by his lawyer, kindly assist Mr. Burke. So I find that this question is exactly matching. I again read this. So again it is saying suggested answer November 18 case study 2 question 2.12. So I am getting the hint that this question might be from the suggested answer case study question 2.12. I will go to the open that suggested answer November 18, and I will just do the copy paste for this question, and I will score full marks. So this is for 2 marks. I get the 2 marks. So generally what happens when the descriptive question repeats, the MCQ also repeats. So there are chances that the MCQ of this case study number 5 will also from the suggested answer November 18. Now I'm going to read the third question. It says promoter of the project has appointed you to advise on the issues Again, I came here, I will search for my word. So here it is, promoter of the project has appointed you. Again, it is matching same to same. I will just open that reference here. So the reference here is session answer November 18. I will open this reference and I will just do the copy paste again, and I will get the full marks for this. So this is the way I have solved the question number 5.7. Similar way, I will open the question number 5.6. I will search for the answer. I will search for the answer the following based on the facts given in the case study with reference to the provision of IBC. I got this is from the IBC. What I have to do, I will have to move to the IBC part. So again, I go to the index. I will see where the IBC is. So IBC is in page number 11 to 15. So once you practice much for this index, then you will have this index on your tips, and you will know from where the IBC is, where the chapter is, and you just have to do is the search part. And this search part you have to do in the initial first 15 minutes. And if you identify if any of the case study is repeated, then it's very good for you. You can store full marks in that case study. And similarly, I am going to search for the question number 5.6 in this index, and for the rest of the question in the first 15 minutes. So in the similar way, I will do for all the questions. So once you practice it with this index more and more, you will get a good grip, and try to do this search in the first 15 minutes. If you find the case study, then it is well and good. In the first question will be your that case study, and you will just do the copy paste. If you think doing the copy paste is taking much time, then you have another option. You can write it in your own word as well, because completing the question is more important. Completing all the questions is more important than completing any of the question, like not completing all of the question. So keep this thing in mind, and use this index. Try to get a grab over it, so in the exam you don't waste much time in searching. Try to search faster and faster, make your own ways, make. And if you find something helpful from this index, or you find some more easier way to find the questions, then just comment in the section below so that everyone can take help from there. And yeah, thanks for watching this video.